So now that we know how to work with the type tool, let's go ahead and dig a little more into the type tool. And in this lesson, I am particularly going to teach you how you can type your text on a path, on a custom path, on a circle. I will just go ahead and show you how to do it. It's very simple, and if you just follow along, it should be very easy. We already know how to use the pen tool. So this is where we're going to click the pen tool, and let's go ahead and click once anywhere and click here and maybe like this. So we have a nice wave, and we can test our type tool on the path and see if we can actually follow our text along this very path. Once we have this path, as you know, when we draw a path on our canvas, nothing happens in the layers. Although if you go to your paths panel, you can already see a work path that has been auto created for you. Now let's go ahead and select the type tool, and you have to come close to your path. And you see, as soon as you bring your cursor or your mouse near this path that you have created, you will see that the icon changes, and the icon also has a little path icon, right? It is showing you that it is now ready to type on the path, but you have to click once. If you click once, you will get this default lorem ipsum text that Photoshop does for you by default, and you also have a layer inserted for your text, but this time it is aligning exactly on your path. So if I go ahead and write some random text on my custom path, okay, and let's hit Control Enter, but you see what happens is that it did type everything, but it's not showing you. So the simple trick to show everything that you have written is you can switch to this direct selection tool and come back here, and once you are here, you will see that your cursor changes to this little icon with a black arrow. Simply go here and click and drag, and just drag along, and you will see that it shows you what you have typed. We have a lot of typos here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this E. Let's switch back to the type tool. Let's get rid of this E, and we also have a capital A. We need a small a. That's what we want to be typed on our path. So now that we have typed our text on the path, you can open up your character panel. I have already done so. You can always go to the window menu and select character. Since I have already opened it, so it's showing me a little check. So it's right here. And now you can go ahead and change all your fonts, or access all your fonts and change the font. Open sans and enter, and so your text will change. You can go ahead and change the size, and you can make it bold. Even if you have the different denominations of your font, you can always go ahead and select them also, bold. So if you still think that it should be a little in the center, why not? You can go ahead and click and drag. Make sure you switch to the direct selection tool, and there we go. You can also come here and push it from this side. Obviously it will get truncated from the other end, so you need to make sure that your complete text is visible on your path, right? There we go. So here it is, your text written on a path of your choice. The good thing about this is that if you go to the direct selection tool, which is already selected, you can click on the path and you can actually change the shape of your path as you like, right? Like this. See, it's fairly nice, easy and simple. So this is how it's done. There is nothing fancy about it or anything difficult about it. You just need to make sure that you are typing on the path by clicking the text tool near to your path that you have drawn on the canvas, so that it can read the path and type on it. And obviously you can also change the colors here. Okay, there. And this is how it is. And yes, you can double click on the layer style dialog and create a drop shadow, change the settings, and a lot of things. So you can play around with all these features and then click OK, and it will be applicable to your text.